Hello everyone, Peepat here, and today I'm going to be giving you the full, in my opinion, best breakdown of all the things that you need to do from beginner to advanced and the later level stuff. So yeah, let's begin. So first thing first, you should obviously join and do the tutorial and talk to Sensei over here. That's probably the first thing you do. Second is redeem the codes that are going to be on the screen now. And pro tip: don't use the totems or like the placeable things down yet, because they're gonna be very useful later game rather than early. But anyways, so make sure that you can buy all these pickaxes, and I recommend you skip the one down there, the like the one that's stuck in stone. But anyways, so let's start with the most important part. As an early game player, you shouldn't really focus more on anything other than getting a good and decent sword and getting really any set of armor. So just between the light to the heavy stuff, it doesn't really matter. Some of these might be locked at a later level, but you can unlock those later on. For early game, it matters more to have a good sword rather than the best armor. For quests, is let's start off with this guy. You need to get this guy's guitar, and to do that, you need to go down here, turn to the left, and right here there should be a little hole, and the guitar will be sitting right here. Also, talk to this man. As for these quests, these two will like they will never run out of quests. So if you want to have like an infinite sort of amount of quests, you can do so from those. This pickaxe here is the one I recommend you skip, as it's really not needed, and it's good, but yeah, it's still quite a mid pickaxe. Right, so on to the next quest. The next guy is going to be this guy here. He will ask you to bring him his cat here back as he got lost. Now, I don't recommend you accept the quest yet, as you can only get the cat back to him at a very end game area. So I recommend you hold off until you get to that point, so you don't have the annoying quest on the side. And other than that, you should be really easy in World 1, other than, I guess, just grinding a bit, getting, the good stuff. And after you talk to Sensei and then the wizard is gonna be up there, you should move on to World 2. Right then, so for World 2, you're gonna be spending a lot more time here rather than anywhere else. So, first things first, you're gonna need to talk to Sensei there, do his quests, and you want to also accept this guy's quest here. Yeah, so this quest is another one that's really like you can do it multiple times, and that's just a good way to like casually farm XP. And after you talk to Sensei, you should tell you to go up here. You can use the cannon to skip the big walk to get up here, but you should talk to this guy, and it's also a good idea to talk to this guy when you have to go to World 1 again and get him the potion from there, so it's the potion 1, not 2, and give it to him. So yeah, you talk to this guy and he'll give you the hardest quest. And you can also talk to this guy because the quests are very similar, so you can get both done at the same time. Now, once you get to this guy's quest, Roman's quest, he is going to ask you to do a lot. So if it's a little too hard, what you wanna do is you wanna grind till you're gonna break the ores, these ones here, and you're gonna wanna grind till you're level 35, so you can get a full set of the Dark Knight armor, which is going to be this one, and this one. There you get the full set of armor. You're gonna then try to get a decent sword. And the sword, you wanna mainly go for a not a great sword, a katana or a gauntlet. You mainly wanna go between these two, and these are the best in terms of speed and damage. They're mainly very balanced, and you can also the right click is also really cool. They look cool as well. But yeah, so for the pickaxes in this one, you can buy this one if you want. Uh, a you can, but you can also skip it if you really want to. I don't recommend you buy this one or this one, right? So yeah, after you get to this pickaxe here, you wanna go back to world 1 again, right? So after you get to that pickaxe, you should have a key in your inventory that this guy gave you. It really won't be useful until the later games, or the more mid to end game, and you're gonna wanna get the best pickaxe in the game, which is this one right here. And you can get it from over here. Mainly just follow like the left side. You know, this, so like here's going to be locked off. You're gonna interact with the lock. That's gonna be somewhere here, and you're gonna enter. And it's gonna be here. So I recommend after the purple one, you save up for this one, and this is the best pick in the game. For some of you who are more late game already, you might think that this pickaxe here is the best in the game, and it is more expensive, but it's not the best because it has 2 rune slots. It has more mining power, but it has slightly less luck, and this one comes with a 10% speed boost already. So I mainly in mine I put in 1 mining speed and 1 mining power, or 2 mining power. I think this is the best you can go. You can go luck or with anything else, it doesn't really matter. If you're still starting and still also you can be like very late game, there's these 2 spots here. You can AFK. You go like really up close to these 2 and you hold left click. You can mine both at once, and since this is used to block off this area to make it like a more hidden area, these 2 respawn really fast. And you can also, when you're much later game, do the same thing here, like this guy's doing, but failing. I recommend in this corner here, and just mine. You can see you're mining these 2 both at once. So that's for this area, and you wanna grind mainly to get like better armor and better swords, and the best combination of items you can use is you obviously want to save the more valuable stuff for later, but for swords you want to save the eye ore mainly. So if you're very early game, you might want to mix like as much of titanium and like the green and the blue ones basically, so you can get like a decent rarity sword. You just want to add, which one I have a lot of, you want to add until it gets to about one less. You want to add like about 11, so you can get these 2 are like the main ones you can obtain. Right. So then, after you get the pretty decent sword, maybe you get a rare or like an epic or something. Then you wanna save up 3 eyes, which they are kind of rare, but they're so easily obtainable from almost every stone in the game that you can just do it. And then you wanna mix them like this, so you can get a pretty early game decent dagger. Then after you do that, you may want to stick with that sword and get you mix like a bunch of stuff to get to get as much. You want to get add as many to get the heavy armor, and you want to get the dark knight items. Those are the best. You want to try to get a full set as early on as you can, and you want to just do this process, repeat it. You want to use as much. The rarer the item, the better it's gonna be. And I don't recommend you enchant or add runes to your items unless they're like really good. And even so, even then, you're probably gonna like upgrade them at some point or another. So I just recommend you don't really waste a bunch of your XP and stuff on these ruins and stuff. But once you do this and you get to more late game, which is like level 60 or 50 or stuff like that, you're gonna have access to stuff like uranium and or like these legendary stuff. So what they do is basically the gist of it is this one increases your speed on armor. This one it mainly adds HP, and same with this one. This is a very brief rundown of them, okay? And you wanna mix these two and obsidian plus any armor of your choice or any item of your choice. You can go with ruby, but you wanna make the fourth one something still rare, but not too rare to where it's like unobtainable. So like I recommend doing something like this is the best. And you wanna do this like recipe. You can substitute whatever you want with the speed one. I mainly don't because you don't really want more speed rather than HP. You prefer HP, which is like this. But you wanna do like this main recipe to get a full set of this version of armor of the Dark Knight armor, and then you can keep this recipe, but just keep multiplying with the minerals you add. So it'll be a lot better and just more useful. For the weapons, early or late game weapons, you wanna mix this one, which increases the damage. I don't have. No, I have one of them. You wanna mix this one, which increases the ability to burn enemies when you attack. Uh, Another one, which I can't remember the name, is like magma something. If I remember, I put an image on screen now. And you wanna mix as many eyes as you can. So I recommend you save up eyes for this. You mainly wanna use eyes for weapons, not armor, because of its ability. I'll show you now the ability. If you use so if you do the recipe, you can get critical chance, and this is from the eye. And this is why you don't want to use it on the armor because it reduces the HP for more physical damage. So you follow this recipe till you get like a pretty decent armor set like mine, and then you can continue on with the quests till you're at the final missions, and those are just gonna take a lot longer. But once you're at this point, with like the final missions, there's about like nine missions. I'm pretty sure of. There's nine of Sensei Moro that I'm not sure about Rowan. But once you're finally at this stage, or like slightly lesser, you want to start doing. There's gonna be a Goblin King here. He's like to the left of the main area over here, and you want to start doing his quests. Now, I recommend you do them very late game because he's gonna ask a lot of money, and he also wants a bunch of like items. But after you complete his quest, he's gonna like run. He's gonna try to run away, but he's gonna leave a key here, and you can use the key to open this door here. So this area is you can mainly obtain the. Hold on, let me find them. The crystals here, which I don't recommend you grind for. Because they're mainly used as like the fillers I told you, like for example like some of these, but they're so hard to break the crystals that you're better off just not. But once you unlock this area, you can actually go ahead and claim the cat quest, because he's gonna be the cat is gonna be in here. It's gonna be like behind the waterfall here, and you're gonna wanna go between these two here. And you're gonna wanna press Q to dash. This one's follow right here, like that. And the cat's gonna be sitting right here. And you can talk to the cat and pick him up, and you can go back and and you can give him back to the owner. So you can see how that these don't have ruins, like ruin slots. So you can add them, and the way you obtain them, like I did with this one here, is you just basically enchant them. And the higher level or rarity the item is, the more souls or whatever these things are called here, they're gonna cost. Now, in the description, I'm going to leave a link to the Wikipedia of this game, and you can check out all the ruins because there's a bunch of them, and I'm not really gonna go through them. But yeah, that was the full tutorial of, in my opinion, everything that's really good. Keep in mind that this is what I personally would do if I was starting over again from scratch, but I have the information. So yeah, now that you know, go have fun. The game I'm pretty sure is also gonna update again really soon. So look forward for World 3. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Comment below if I missed something or if there's anything you wanted me to cover and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Later.